Hello there, Pisces. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of January 11th through the 17th. Before we get started with the forecast, I do want to do one quick announcement. There are some mentoring sessions with slots still available. The first one is January the 13th. That's at 12:15 Mountain Time, which would be 2:15 Eastern Time, and 7:15 if you're in the UK. The next one is on January the 18th, which is Martin Luther King Day here in the United States. That's at 1 o'clock Mountain Time or 3 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock p.m. if you're in the United Kingdom. Last one I have scheduled so far is on the 24th. That's an evening one on a Sunday. That's at 6:30 Mountain Time, which would be 8:30 Eastern Time. That would be like 1:30 in the morning for those of you in the UK. So for anybody interested in being a part of a group mentoring session, look up my contact information on the website and just let me know. Also, same thing, if there's anybody that wants to be a part of a group mentoring session and those dates and times don't work for you, let me know. We'll find something that does work for both of us, and then we'll leave it open for others to join us. Okay, so there's our announcement. Done with that. So Pisces, let's go on with your reading. On Monday, what we have showing up here is we have the King of Swords. Okay, for some of you, this is someone you're going to be interacting with, but not for all of you. For some of you, this is going to be somebody in a supervisory position, or this could be like a leader of the family or something like that, but somebody with some authority, and they are going to be wanting to have a conversation with you on Monday. I really think that what they're trying to do is fine-tune efficiency of how things are taken care of, whether it's something that is being taken care of within the family or something at work, whatever that is. I think they're going to be wanting to get your input on how things could be done differently, or else they're going to be telling you things that they would like to see happen differently, but there's going to be some kind of conversation about that coming up from an authority figure for you, Pisces, for those of you who it comes in that way. Now, there's also another way that this is coming in, and this actually I feel like is coming in for more of you than the first way I talked about. And this is that you are acting as the King of Swords, Pisces. And I know that's unusual because you're a water sign, but the King of Swords is somebody who thinks very clearly, very good at business. And I feel like the King of Swords is somebody who does not mind when he has to minimize things to make things run. He doesn't mind doing that. So he might be a good example of a King of Swords type personality, might be somebody who's a hatchet man. So they come in and they realize that this whole department is completely unnecessary for this company. They have no problem saying we need to eliminate that department. Now, I'm not saying that they wouldn't say, you know, some of those people can go to other departments if we have openings, but they're very comfortable with doing what needs to be done and letting the chips fall where they may. So, and I feel like when this card comes in, for those of you that it's manifesting as you, I feel like you are looking around in your life, and I feel like you are getting rid of negative influence or things that have been holding you back. And it's interesting because this kind of seems to be a little bit of a theme, because this is not the first time that this type of action shows up. We do have that new moon on the 10th, which is right before where I'm talking about on the 11th, which does talk about new beginnings. And it feels like for some of you, you're just going to be cutting away any negative. You're not going to be tolerating it or having it in your life anymore, because you do want to zoom forward in some area of your life, whether it's career, whether it's relationship, whatever it is. I feel like you have the sense that you've been held back or held down by this negative, and you're done with that. It's time for it to go. So for some of you, for most of you, that's the way it's going to be manifesting on Monday. Now, on Tuesday, Pisces, we have the Empress coming in reverse. And the Empress in reverse is just telling me that it's going to be really easy for you to want to micromanage somebody else, or to maybe even not micromanage them, but just do things that they're responsible for, or that they should be responsible for. So this is basically, I see this as my codependent card. This is somebody who feels like they need to have that control for things to run smoothly, because if they don't have control, then things are just going to go off the track and not be any good. So you want to really keep tabs on why you're doing what you're doing on Tuesday. Kind of check in with yourself. Try to keep yourself out of that position where you're taking on what should be other people's responsibilities, because what ends up happening to us, even though we feel like we're more in control and that feels good to us at first, what ends up happening when we take on other people's responsibilities or we try to micromanage them is that sooner or later we get overloaded with responsibilities because we're trying to run our lives and run their lives. And it's just too much. It's more than what we were designed for. So then we start getting grumpy, we start having outbursts. It's not pretty. And I can say it because I am textbook codependent. So I have to really watch myself that I don't do this type of stuff. So I can say this, and hopefully none of you will be offended because it's just the reality of life if you have some of these things going on with you. So you just want to be aware, like I said, be aware of your motives for what you're doing on Tuesday. Try to, let yourself off the hook where you're not handling something that really is somebody else's responsibility. Let them run their life and run your own life. And if they're running it really terribly, it's okay. It's theirs to run. And if they want to do that, that's how they get to have their lessons. If you step in, or if we would step in and fix it for them all the time, they never learn how to actually run their life well. So you want to really watch those tendencies, and if you feel like you're stepping over the line as far as where your territory really is and what you really should be doing, try to rein yourself in. I know it's not easy, but try to rein yourself in, because in the long run, it really is so much better for you, so much less stress, and it's better for the other person because they get to learn the things that they need to learn, or at least they have the opportunity to do so should they choose to. All right, so that's Tuesday. I'm going to get off my soapbox there. Let's move on to Wednesday. We have a 3 of clubs showing up here. I feel like Wednesday we've got some travel plans, or we are actually traveling coming up here for you Pisces. So either traveling or making travel plans is the first thing that shows up. The other thing that I associate with the 3 of clubs, though, is dreaming, having some dreams that we've kind of set loose to the universe. And now we're just kind of waiting to see if they will come true, or how they will come true, or how fast they will come true. So this is also kind of waiting to see about those dreams manifesting. It's like we've done the energetic work of putting it out there. Now we're waiting to see, waiting for that inspiration of what's next to have that dream come in. So there's something going on with either dreaming about something, or there's something going on with travel or planning travel on Wednesday for you Pisces. Now on Thursday, 9 of Cups. Those of you that have been watching me for a while know that I have this weird interpretation of the 9 of Cups that's different from anybody else I've run across. And that is that when I see this, I think drinking games. So to me, this is a card that talks about doing something in excess. So Pisces, on Thursday, I feel like maybe you could be doing something in excess, but also when we have other people around us that are doing things to excess, that can really, really influence us. So it doesn't surprise me if somebody around you would be doing something to excess that influences you on Thursday. It may not be you playing those drinking games or doing something to excess. It may be somebody that influences your reality. So this could be a child. This could be a significant other or a partner. This could be a parent. This could be a close friend. But somebody is doing something to excess, and it's really influencing your life. So this can be you, or this can be somebody who is close to you, either way. So advice with this, really, if this is not you, I mean, if this is you, you have to make up your mind whether you like this, whether you like the way this makes you feel or not, and what you're going to do about it if you don't. If this is somebody close to you, you really have to decide, do I want to be in the presence of this person while this is going on? Or do I want to separate myself from this excessive activity, whatever it is, just so that I can have a more calm and more peaceful life? So decisions to be made about that, but you've got a heads up that something is coming in on Thursday, whether it's you or somebody else participating in some activity to excess. You want to kind of have a game plan of how you're going to handle that should that situation actually arise. Now, of course, I do want to remind everybody that this is a general reading. So number one, not everything here is going to happen for every single Pisces. Now, the other thing that you want to know, general reading or not, you all have free will. We all do. So if you see something coming in and you feel some of this energy coming in that I'm talking about that you're not really thrilled about, you do have freedom of choice and you can change, you can make different decisions so that this doesn't have to actually manifest in your life. So sometimes it's nice to get these kind of heads up just so that you can make sure that it doesn't. All right, so let's move on. Friday, wow, 2 soapboxes and 1 general reading. Aren't you guys the lucky ducks? Sorry about that. Okay, so Friday, what you've got is the Chariot in reverse. And the Chariot in reverse is just telling me that there is a project that you're working on and you're spending significant amount of energy on it on Friday, or you're spending significant amount of thought on this on Friday. And this project is something that you want to manifest into your life. It's a dream or a goal or a target. And manifesting it not only depends on your own self-discipline and your own self-will, which are key components to manifesting this thing, but it also depends on the cooperation of others as well. So when the Chariot card comes in reverse on Friday, what I'm seeing is there's a lot of progress being made on this goal or this dream or this target. You're not there yet though. And this is an encouragement card. This card says that manifestation is coming in. Don't give up, but it's just not here yet. Okay, so that's Friday. Saturday, you Pisces have the Hanged Man and the Hanged Man showing up, and this is telling me that you're just taking some quiet time on Saturday. There's a project or something, some situation in your life that has you feeling kind of stuck. You don't know how to move forward with it or from it. And so you're taking some time to meditate or taking some time to really kind of think it over and look at it from every angle and taking some time to kind of work through this and sort of let the answers come to you about how you can handle this situation. And so that's what's going on Saturday. And a lot of times this is very introspective. So many times this is time when you're alone. This is not a bunch of communication about this problem. This is you working it out within yourself. Okay? Now, Sunday, we have the Moon card coming up, Pisces. And the Moon card is just telling me that you have a situation in your life that you have just enough information about that situation to know that there's way more going on than meets the eye. And you just can't quite put your fingers on what is under the surface there. So some kind of fishy situation showing up for you on Sunday. You smell the rat, just can't find the rat yet. And that's really kind of how it sits on Sunday. So that's one of those things where you know, you have the choice of letting it ride out and see what comes up and try not to make any big decisions about this situation until more information comes up. Or you can start digging for information, going, oh, I smell this rat, we're going to find it. Scorpios are really good for that. I know that because I'm a Scorpio. I'm not sure if Pisces like to dig. Pisces are more non-confrontational from what I understand. So you may not be trying to dig for information, but you know there's something fishy going on Sunday. Okay, so that's your week, Pisces. I do appreciate all of you stopping by and hanging out. I also appreciate all your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscriptions to my channel. Everyone have a fantastic week. And oh yeah, if you want to be a part of the group mentoring session, don't forget to find that contact information on my website and get a hold of me. And I will see you all back here next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.